For an event that is meant to be a wicket-taking event, we've just seen a 34-run over, and that is absolutely ridiculous here on Cricbuzz Comm box. But the only reason it works is Ajay Jadeja turned 34 yesterday, so many happy returns of the day, belatedly.
Thank you. 24 actually.
Fair enough, that's okay. We won't discuss age, but you'd have to say that one came out of the blue completely.
Ooh,
India looked like they were getting back in the game.
Yeah, it almost looked like the game was in control when we sat here, and when that over started, it looked like, and 34 runs in that over, and it wasn't just 34. There was one is runs. You had a couple of misfields. You should have caught that one. You had a no ball in there. Suddenly, the game looks totally different because, this is a team you think, even when they get to that last over needing 5, 7 or 9 and over has not been able to do it. So, this over is probably an odd over in this whole series. But otherwise, still India is in control of that game.
They did, but if you have a look at it now, New Zealand needs 65 to take it to that super over. 66 if they want to win the match outright. That's up to them totally. Yeah. But it's a totally different complexion when you've seen two big overs like that, two set batsmen. Seifert 2, on the one hand you talked about a catch that went down here. Seifert 2 should have been run out twice. And it just shows that with both batsmen having lives, Ross Taylor celebrating 100 T20 internationals, family watching. So it almost seems as if they're destined for that 4-1 so far.
Now you got to say that. I mean, an over before that, when I sat here, I would have not thought that, New Zealand will get close to this one. But what you've seen is an odd thing. How often do you see a 34-run over, even in a 20-20 over game? Maybe in the last couple of overs, once in a while, but right in the middle of the game when they're 3 down. So something different is happening. And now you got to say that, I still won't say they're in a commanding position because what we've seen from New Zealand, they seem to not carry it on right till the end, and this is the last batting pair. You got Satner to come, you got
Daryl Mitchell
to come. We haven't seen much of Mitchell. So 2 balls for India, and they need about 8-9 overs going in their favour. And what has happened over the last series is that India hasn't let the game go ever. Otherwise, normally, if it was a normal scenario, you'd say, I think New Zealand in this case is in a commanding position.
A lot of impact will be on those last 2 games. I know we've been now, it's become the joke of the day or the last few days, super over, 65 for a super over, etc., etc. But the fact is, from New Zealand's point of view, yes, twice bitten. Now, 3rd time they'll say, let's not even take it to the 20th over. And hence we've seen another big 6 from Seifert off Chahal.
So that's the way it seems that they're playing, because they don't want to play that last over for sure. I think 2021 is something that they're not looking at, because normally you would not approach a total like this. I mean, you see New Zealand play over the years. There's a format that how you play, but this is almost like, there's nothing to lose. Let's just go after them. If it works for us, fine. Otherwise, let it go. The series is gone and let it be 5-0. But if you're going to go out there and, take it to the last over, no, we don't want to do that. So you're absolutely right. I think if this game is won by New Zealand, it has to be before the 20th over. Anything after the 20th over, if we get there, I think I still believe that if you get to the 20th over, then India will squeeze them out or find some way out. But the question is, will we get to the 20th over now? Doesn't seem like.
The only factor, the Jasprit Bumrah factor, look at his bowling figures at this stage. 1-1-0-1, 6 dot balls so far there, and he got the maximum number of maiden overs in T20 international cricket. He's got 3 overs up his sleeve. So we reckon, Chahal having finished the 11th over for India, he should come straight back now.
Yeah, you got to bring him in. I mean, I always believe that your best bowlers should not be left till the end. The game's going to be taken away here. These are the 2 best players that New Zealand have. They're, striking at this rate. The bowlers are being demolished. Unless you pick a wicket here, what will Bumrah do at the end? I mean, you could keep 18, 20 and 16 for him, but by then the game would be over. So I have no doubts in my mind that Bumrah will come on to bowl. Whether it's 1 over spell or 2 or 3, we'll wait and see. But it must be Bumrah, has to be Bumrah.
Yeah, well, that seems to be the only X factor at the moment. Otherwise, New Zealand somehow looking for that 18th or 19th over victory. If not, I think Ajay Jadeja will start feeling more like 34 than 24. But we don't want to age.
64 then.
We don't want to age right now. New Zealand, God knows what they'll feel. But for the moment, that's the assessment on Cricbuzz Comm box.